Hello there and welcome back to America's Funniest Handyman, where today we're going to take a quick look at the differences between a good old-fashioned hand drill and a handy-dandy, state-of-the-art, cutting-edge impact driver. I'm going to show you why these two tools go together like peas and carrots. By the time we're finished, you'll totally understand why you want both of these tools right next to you whenever you're working on your home or in your shop. My drill and my driver are always together. Mwah. Just like surfboards and sex wax, bro.
Let's laugh and learn from this handyman, with Kitty hold this by his side, fixing stuff in a serious way with a not so serious guy.
Hi, my name's Tommy Highland. I'm not just a funny handyman on TV. I actually have a successful business in the Philadelphia area called America's Best Handyman. And I love my work and I love you guys so much that when I'm finished working, I come back here to my shop so that I can teach you to do what I know how to do. But enough about me, let's focus on you and getting you more acquainted and familiar with these two ubiquitous power tools. Ubiquitous is a 4-syllable word that means all over the damn place. So how are they alike? Well, first of all, they're both easy to hold in either hand, left or right. So it's basically what you might call an ambidextrous tool, even if you're not an ambidextrous user. They also both have a selector for changing the direction. So I can go forward if I'm drilling. I can go backwards if I need to back out my drill bit, if I'm using a heavier drill bit. And on the impact driver, same thing. If I'm turning the screw and I want the fastener to go into the board or into the material, then I turn it forward. And if I want to take the screw out, I just press that little selector and now it goes the other way.
Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
And the nice thing about today's drills is because they're cordless, they put the batteries on the bottom so that when you're not using them, they stand up nice and easy and they don't fall over all over the place, making them very handy during use. Now, as you can see, I have 3 different levels of beefiness here on the job. I have the lighter homeowner special, I have the mid-range for using all day and every day, and these are the big fat boys that I use if I'm doing a deck with some big giant fasteners and I need a lot of torque. So I'm not brand specific. I'm not loyal to any specific type of brand. The reason that I have all Milwaukees here on the bench is for a very simple reason. These batteries all use the same charger. So when I'm working during the day and juggling batteries when batteries run out, if I had a different brand drill and a different brand driver, if I had a Milwaukee and a Makita, I would need 2 chargers, 2 sets of batteries. And I recommend you do the same thing. As your knowledge and experience grows on the job site, I recommend that you try and stick with the same batteries simply for cost and ease on the job. It makes you faster and it makes you more efficient. And by the way, if you're looking for a really good deal on drills and drivers, you might want to hang tight for a second and listen to my friend, Willie. Come on down to Wacky Willies' wide world of diverting drills and pilfering power tools. Get yourself a power drill. Get yourself an impact driver, a tape measure, a belt sander, air compressors, you name it. Get them now because Wacky Willies can't be beat. With prices so low, he's practically giving it all away. Shop around, get the best prices you can find. Then go to Wacky Willie and Wacky Willie will beat those prices guaranteed. And remember, Wacky Willie guarantees you, the largest selection of power tools in the entire tri-state area, staffed with service amateurs that will match or beat any price you can come up with. The largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. Wacky Willie's prices are deranged. I recommend that you go for the cheaper option first. And then when you're doing a project that requires more torque and more heft and this isn't doing the job for you, that's when you go get the more expensive tool. I didn't even purchase this. As you can see, look at how shiny and brand new it is. I didn't purchase this until I had to do a deck a couple of weeks ago, and these guys weren't doing it anymore. Not that these aren't bad. I have been using both of these tools every single day for the last 4 years, and they haven't stopped working. And now for the differences. What are the differences between these two tools? And Tommy, you said I should have both of them with me all the time. Why is that? Well, most people know what a drill is for. A drill is for drilling holes and making holes in things. I just made a hole with the drill, but that's pretty much where your relationship with the drill should stop. You shouldn't take out the drill bit and start putting in screwdriver bits into the drill, because that's what the impact driver was made for. Cordless impact drivers didn't come out as a common power tool on job sites until the early 2000s. Back in the 1900s, when I was learning how to be a carpenter, all we had was the power drill, and driving screws in with a power drill is a lot harder than it is with an impact driver. You have to use a lot more arm strength, a lot more wrist strength. It makes you tired by the end of the day, and you often end up stripping the head of the fastener that you're trying to screw in the first place. Now, that's not to say that the impact driver was suddenly invented in the early 2000s. Impact drivers were around as early as the early 1900s, but were primarily pneumatic and air-driven and used in industrial settings and auto repair manufacturing. They didn't make their way onto mainstream construction sites until about 25 years ago, and not a moment too soon. I've had a drill and a driver in my drill box ever since. I never go anywhere in carpentry without making sure that I have both of them with me at all times. And it doesn't matter what I'm doing. I never use a drill to drive a screw or a fastener into a piece of material. And I never use a driver to drive a screw without drilling a hole before I do it. I always pre-drill. I always drill a hole for my fastener. Trying to drive a fastener into a piece of wood without drilling a hole first is a stupid shortcut taken by novices with no patience. Are you a novice with no patience? Well, I suggest you get some patience. See, the impact driver is designed to take all of the effort away from the human and put the effort into the tool. An impact driver delivers down... Let me show you. Let me get a screw and let me show you. Here, real quick, I'm going to show you what it's like to try and drive a screw in with a power drill. See, it's already stopping, and I have to put a whole bunch of pressure down to keep the driver inside the head, and it's already free spinning. Okay, now let me show you the difference with an impact driver. If you are enjoying this video, won't you please take a moment and subscribe to our channel? Thank you. Watch, just light pressure, and it countersinks it nice and easy for you. And all I'm doing is holding light pressure here to keep that inside. I'm not pushing down with a ton of force. See? The driver does the work for you. When I was using the power drill, I had to put a whole bunch of pressure on that tool. So you can see the impact driver is ergonomically designed to take all of the effort away from the human and put it into the power tool. So what's happening is there's like a strobe effect. There's basically almost like a little woodpecker inside the tool that's going da 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 da, so that as I'm using the tool, that sound that you hear, that da 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 da, What that is the tool itself inside is putting downward force onto the fastener, which enables the fastener to go down inside the material and turn at the same time without you doing all the work. This means that in the course of a workday, you can drive many more screws with many more accuracies and save yourself many more aches and pains in your wrists and your forearms. The impact driver is literally doing most of the work for you, allowing you to make fewer mistakes, which makes you look smarter than you really are. Fewer mistakes means that you are now drilling and driving like a pro and not a stupid, lazy infidel. Pre-drilling your hole gives you accuracy and eliminates mistakes. Pre-drilling also makes it easier for you to remove the fastener in order to do something else. If you have to take this screw out in order to install something else and then put it back in, having pre-drilled that hole is going to make that whole process simpler for you. But I'm going to cover pre-drilling and fastening fasteners in my next video, where I go in depth on how to use these two tools like a pro, so that by the time you're done watching that one, you will always have a drill in one hand and an impact driver in the other one. Because what did we say? A drill and a driver go together like peas and carrots. And by the way, if you're looking for a really good deal on drills and drivers, you might want to hang tight for a second and listen to my friend, Willie. Come down this weekend for Wacky Willie's year-end Big Saw Blowout Blitz. Wacky Willie's definitely got a screw loose because he's practically giving away circular saws, chop saws, oscillating saws, reciprocating saws, you name it. If it cuts wood, then we're cutting prices guaranteed. Remember, we are not undersold. We will not be undersold. We cannot be undersold, and we mean it. Mention this ad and get a mostly full set of drill bits to go with your mostly full set of teeth. Wacky Willies, the only thing hotter than our prices are the tools we're selling.
Swing the hammer, turn the screw, cut the saw and stick the glue, shave the shim, clamp the vise, cut once, measure twice. Drill the hole and fill the hole, put the thingy in the hole. Be sure you're having fun, measure twice, cut once.